Sponsored by...
People of YouTube, this is sponsored by the Spoonchula.
Welcome back to another episode of the College Bro Cooking Show. I'm your host, Kevin.
And this is Anor.
And today, what are we going to be cooking today?
We're going to be cooking homemade pizza.
Ooh.
We're pretty much Italian at this point. So what we're doing is kneading out the dough, making a pizza shape, putting sauce on it, cheese, and then some toppings. And
it's all from scratch, all homemade.
All homemade.
It's a recipe I've been doing since I was like 10 years old, so it's pretty exciting. And we're going to see
Cheers!
where this journey takes us. So here we have one packet of active yeast, and that's all we need for this recipe.
What is active yeast?
Active yeast is something that doesn't need warm water or some sort of heat source to activate it. So it's already ready to go, so we're going to put that in our dry ingredients.
That's science.
1 tablespoon of sugar. And we have 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a little bit more. First part, 3/4 cup of white flour, all-purpose flour, sifted. 2 tablespoons of butter, 1/2 cup of milk, and a 1/4 cup of water, heated to lukewarm over the saucepan just until that butter melts. And then we're going to combine that with the dry ingredients.
Adding the wet ingredients.
Stirring around. At this point, we're going to add some more flour, 2.5 cups more. And sip, sip, sip.
Sip, 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 sip.
Combining with our hands at this point, about to get it to like a nice doughy consistency, getting ready to knead it.
Ooh, we need this.
I need this. Your dough should look something like this.
Okay.
Now we're gonna coat it in a tiny bit of olive oil and let it sit for about 30 minutes.
We're just going to let it chill under there under a wet paper towel to keep it moist.
A few moments later.
So we're going to be putting chicken as one of our toppings. And so I'm going to cook the chicken first before we put it in the oven. I'm using chicken rub, lemon peppers, salt, garlic powder, and then oregano to spice this up. After you spice up your chicken, take your olive oil, put it in the pan. And then after it heats up a little bit, then you can toss your chicken in there. Stove is on high right now.
Nice.
I always like to heat up my olive oil first before putting my chicken in there, because then it
Makes it sizzle.
makes it sizzle, and that's what we like.
Yeah, it gives it a good crust. Very nice. Thank you.
A few moments later.
Taste it, try.
How is it?
Tastes very good.
What's the review?
On top. And so I'm just gonna put it on low and cover it up for now,
Nice.
so that we can put it on the pizza later.
Nice.
Throw it in the oven, and it's gonna be great. So we're taking this out, and now the kneading process is about to start. Nope, right here. Finally, gonna use a bread knife. All right, here we go. I'm splitting it in 3 because we're making 3 little pizzas. Uno, dos, tres. Look at that. That's magic. All right, so we just made our little circular parts. Might not be good. Might not be good.
Hey, that's perfect.
This is Anor's pizza.
It speaks 2 languages.
This is Kevin's.
There
He's
it
got
is.
like a kind of like a flip crust deep dish
Yeah, so I just
vibe
do
going
this with a
on.
little finger spoon.
And I used some fork action to kind of just fold it. I wanted it to be really thin. I didn't want too much of a crust. But now we're about to set up our pizzas and put the sauce and pop them in the oven.
All right.
Hey, can you say that again?
Sauce. Sauce, sauce, sauce.
Tomato, cut.
Woo!
Tomato. Oh god.
Cut again.
And then we're just gonna spread this over. So this is something you can get at HB, anything. We like the one with Italian herbs. So you just spread it all around.
So for my base, I'm using this green sauce, which is also called pesto, which is also bought at HEB. Okay, so then we just spread this, just like Kevin's doing. Just spread it around at this point. Spread it around.
So we're adding our cheese to our pizzas. This is about as much cheese as I'm gonna put on mine.
And I'm also putting cheese on there. That's what I do as well. Look at that mozzarella. It's good.
Cheese bay?
Oh, and it's good. It's good.
You should tag these fit. You're dealing these pepperonis out.
So this is the cooked chicken from before, and I'm just putting it on now.
And I added some spinach.
So now I'm just sprinkling some garlic on here that I cut earlier.
So I'm not gonna put fresh garlic like an or, but
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic powder just on the crust so that I have a little surprise at the end.
It's very interesting. Garlic powder on the crust gives an extra zip.
Alright, give me a bus.
And he has the extra zap with the extra.
Now I'm putting some spinach on there.
Is that Turkish?
No, this one's just regular. Top it off. I'm gonna sprinkle some oregano on this.
One pizza. Another pizza in. And pizza number 3.
How long?
10 to 15 minutes. Check it after 10 minutes, see if it's almost done. Cook it for a couple minutes longer.
15 minutes is done. It's looking like this pizza is finished, so we're gonna take this one out.
Ça c'est bon.
Ça c'est bon. Bonjour. Bonjour,
Ça
no.
c'est bon.
I'm pretty much Italian now.
That's French.
This is a knife circle, so it's pronounced scythe.
It's a nurple.
Never cut on the baking mats.
Rêves des amoureux sont comme le bon vin. Ils donnent de la joie ou bien du chagrin.
Sorry for party rocking.
Not Chuck E. Cheese!
Chuck E. Cheese is good.